Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an M4 Sherman. It's a Tier 5 American medium tank. It's located on the south spawn of Murovanka and it's under the command of nofancyname of the FA-1 clan. And we've got no equipment shown, but I'm sure he'll actually share that with us in the text of the video. Game on! Well, the gun he's actually carrying is the 76mm 115 Alpha 128mm Sherman with standard ammo with the premium rounds, and he is carrying some. It's 177mm Sherman, and he's got some HE rounds capable of 185 Alpha and 38mm. And yes, he does appear to be building himself a little nest for the winter. Some players like to do that to actually just create fallback positions if necessary. Now, arguably, the M4 Sherman did actually make the biggest contribution to winning the war against Germany. Some people might say the T-34, and they did produce more T-34s than they did Shermans. They made 53,000, I think it was, 805 T-34s, but they only built 49,234 Shermans. But it's really the variety of different Shermans that they made. They made them for demolition jobs in terms of putting the 105mm howitzer on it to actually as an assault tank. And they also made it into a sniper with the 76mm gun, with the high velocity gun. There was just so many varieties that they actually made, but I think also they made so many improvements to the tank over time. So the first M4 that was actually built, which of course you see in the game as the T6 medium, is, oh, and he does get a hit, lovely, on the T6, T67, who's actually now in deep trouble, pulling back. Missed that one by a fraction of an inch, but he can still get a shot, and he gets another hit. Yes, so the T6 is in the game, but it's yes, it's not as good as the M4. Now, personally, I think that the Sherman definitely was the biggest contribution because it was used by so many different nations. The T-34 was only used by the Soviet Union. Nobody else actually got it, and of course, after the war, they distributed various T-34s to other nations that they conquered. But the fact of the matter is that the M4 was used in many conflicts after the war because, of course, it was such a versatile tank. They actually even made versions with 105mm rifle guns in terms of not howitzers. The Reveille was a sniper tank capable of doing extreme damage to the enemy. Oh, decided to pull back to use the bush mechanic. He didn't want to get spotted. The KV-1 is getting tracked and he is getting hit, but we don't appear to be getting much damage against him at the moment. Now, of course, one of the biggest and the best of the innovations about this tank was, of course, the Firefly, a British design, fitting the 17-pounder gun in. Actually, you should say that the Australians had a lot to do with it as well, putting the 17-pounder in. But the fact is that 17-pounder made the Firefly a Tiger killer. Before, they used to say you'd get 4 Shermans get blown up or destroyed by every Tiger that they killed before, because of course it would take them at least 4 tanks destroyed before they could get close enough to kill the Tiger. And we see that of course in the film Fury, where one lone Tiger manages to take out all of the tanks except one, and the last one being the Easy 8, who did have the 76mm. Oh, he got that guy on the move. Sometimes snapshots do work. Just got to pick the spot at the right spot. Oh, he knows he's gone behind a house there, so he knows he's covered. Yeah, so many different derivations and different types. And of course, when asked which part on the Sherman or the M4 was the most important, the chieftain, of course, is a tank commander, or was. I think he is now officially retired, but he's a colonel in the Home Guard, the National Guard. He actually said that the most important part on a Sherman isn't the gun. No, it's actually the lifting hooks. The lifting hooks on the front and the rear, which enabled this tank to be transported overseas. None of the T-34s were ever transported. The M4 was. It was transported en masse to other countries and used by those other countries as well. And in order to do that, you have to be able to lift the tank into the holds of ships. And that's exactly what they did. And he gets another hit. I think you can see why he set up this little nest. Because he intended to play this from a defensive position. His team are 2 down on the enemy at the moment. He's only got 2 kills so far. But at the rate he's going, he should be able to snipe his way through quite a few of the enemy. Changing position again, which is a good idea. The standard fire rate for this gun, with the 76mm, if I can get my notes together, is 4.6 seconds. He's got a reload of 2.92, which is actually relatively fast. But he must have a very good crew. Probably does have a rammer. And the crew probably have brothers in arms to improve their speed. He's certainly not using food, because obviously he's actually got a fire extinguisher instead. So he's changed his position. He's now all alone against 4 enemies. So sadly, he's not going to get a Kolobanovs, even if he wins this one. But now it's just him versus the enemy. If he does kill all 4, he will get a top gun. But they're going to get fairly close before he spots them. They might even try to cap before they get to him, because they may think, well, forces him to come back to them. He's probably going to get a shot on that T1 heavy as he moves into position. It looks like he's going to the cap. And he started capping. Now, for the moment, he's quite happy to let that guy cap and just adjust his position so he can get shots. No, he's decided to leave that, and the Panzer IV Ausführung H is a one-shot. Gets his first of that 4, and he was spotted. So they do know where he is now, so relocating is a good idea. They are probably going to try and assault on this position. Remember, they've got a T67, a T1, and the KV-1SA. I think the guy in the cap is the T1. And he's left the cap. He's coming directly towards us. He's pointing his gun in the wrong direction, but now he knows his mistake. 2 more shots should kill him. That one hit the turret. He's firing blind. He's got plenty of ammo. The KV-1SA is trying, and of course he is the auto-reloading KV-1. And there's the T67. And they're all trying to get him at the same time. Oh dear, he's starting to lose hit points. He can't afford to lose too much. And he takes down the KV-1SA. Now it's just a T1. And he's going to take the T1 first. He does with 1 shot. And that's the T67. Now, this is the most problematical one, because that guy can run away and hide and then shoot at us from ambush. So he's going to try and use his speed. His top speed is 48 kilometers an hour maximum. But the T67 driver is not moving away. And that's a mistake, because that wins the game for no fancy name of the FA-1 clan. Well done. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the first ace tanker for no fancy name of the FA-1 clan in the M4 Sherman. Congratulations on breaking your duck and doing it in spectacular style. You can tell it's the first ace because you got the scrolls underneath the M, and you only get that the first time. He got a demolition expert because one of the tanks that he hit did actually blow up after his shot. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive hits on the enemy, and he also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 9. He got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he did get a top gun in the end for getting at least 6 kills. Sadly, no Kolobanov. It's a pity, really, because one of the enemy tanks died just before one of his teammates died. And as a consequence, he missed out because it was a 4 against 1 instead of a 5 against 1. His win rate was 15,558, which is super Unicum standard and quite a bit more. And it was a very good show. And being defensive actually did work for him. Let's have a look at his team score. 2,769 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer was the T1 Heavy on his team, who got a cool-headed at 2,232. And the third highest, well, that turned out to be the T67 on the enemy team, who managed 1,808. So he was a good shot, but he made the wrong choice right at the end. He should have run away. If he had run away, he would have been able to snipe at nofancyname from a distance and then quickly disappear before he could return fire. Eventually, he probably would have got the better of nofancyname because he would have been forced with the option of actually going to try and cap at the other end to win that way. When it came to kills, nofancyname gets that one as well. 6 kills to him, 4 kills to the T1 Heavy, and 3 kills to the T67. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. He got 1,142 base experience points. 1,074 went to the T1 Heavy. And the next highest score after that was the M10 on his team, who got 599 base experience points and also a Confederate. He fired 46 rounds, so he did burn up a lot of ammunition. You get 70 rounds in total. So he actually did most of his work, and he did most of it with standard ammo as well. 34 direct hits on the enemy and 26 penetrations. 2,769 hit points of damage, of which 1,780 were at more than 300 meters. So I think you can see there that he definitely was sniping from distance. 4 hits received, all 4 penetrated, and 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 were killed, and he earned 106,767 credits profit from that game, including a 50,000 mission completion bonus, and he got 3,426 experience points, but he didn't get any mission completion bonus. He got, instead he actually got, well, he did in a sense, he actually got a free XP bonus of 1,250, and that's actually quite beneficial because, of course, as you know, you can use that on any other vehicle. So all in all, a very good result indeed, and he did it by being defensive rather than offensive. And of course, in the war, the M4s were offensive because, of course, they went looking for the enemy tanks, but they normally did it in such large numbers that the enemy tanks usually ended up worse off. But it was a very interesting game, this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.